agency, Bureau of Statistics and Planning, with Victor and with Angie and Tom, and their intelligence that we see in kind, where and what. And it was really good for us to know that you were including Guam and where we are as far as accessibility, as far as accommodations, as far as speed across the country, including Guam. Because as we all know, telecommunications is a part of quality of life in the 21st century. And so we're included, and they've done a lot of very good work. Along the line, I learned a lot. I'm always learning a lot. And one of those things that I learned, and Mr. Joseph Cameron, please, I'm so sorry, the president of Chamorro Affairs, who oversees many of our departments and has been very supportive, and I do appreciate that, Mr. President. He actually answers my texts. He'll say, go ahead and Aline does, let's just do it. So
she calls me Senator.
I do call him Senator, because he acts like a senator. So, yeah. Food for thought, right? Food for thought, right? Food for thought. See, food for thought. But, and then Mr. Dan Ho, who is the local voice for Global Corporation, he said, Aline, there's something here that you really might want to think about. And he's our newest teacher, our public school system, Southern Heights, teaching them social studies, doing a very fine job. Geometry.
Wow.
Geometry. But as we went along, I also learned that there are also private partnerships. In particular, IT&E had received an $8 million grant from the Department of Commerce, and they have been spending that money strengthening our infrastructure. And not necessarily because of that grant opportunity, but because IT&E cares about our families and our communities. Mr. Carlos Camacho has found a way to energize our internet capabilities and all of our Carlos, thank you very much for doing that. And he tells me it's only for this fiscal year, Aline. He says, and I say, I know, I'll share that with the speaker. But we do appreciate any time, and we move forward. And we do know that we, Speaker and I, are very interested in working with Mr. Cameron and with Terry. Where's Terry? Mr. Cruz. In how do we evolve our libraries to a place of the 21st century? Because many of our families, this is where they'll access. And then we want to grow the hops, right? Yeah. So that we can work with our schools, and I acknowledge one of our board members, Lou Beneventi, who is here, where we really want to encourage our school system to let kids comb the technology. And if we have the hops, then they can have connectivity, and that we can bring them to the 21st century. So it's a really exciting moment. And I thank you. And Madam Speaker, would you, Mr. President?
Thank you very much. The ILMS family, the federal grantor agency, which was very new to me, quite honestly, but to the extent that the M stands for museum, that is of great interest as well. And the partnership that has evolved in this just past less than 2 years that I've been involved as the new director has given me some really wonderful opportunities, not challenges, but opportunities that envelops a very, very near and dear to the heart of the Chamorro, telling the Chamorro story. And one of the things I would like to also do is to acknowledge two members of the family of the exhibit design portion, which is the heart and soul of the soon-to-be Guam Educational Facility, Barry and Lynn. And one of the things, Senator, that was brought to the table for more than 24 hours of engagement with our communities here the past 4 days was the information technology. And it was very difficult to try to speak on that because I'm not that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that. But I knew that there was capacity in that area that's either here already or engagement for a growth and an expansion, such as our wonderful partner, IT&E, who has always been a very big picture in Guam. I also would like to announce that Vanji and her group will be heading up the oceanography, telling the story of the Chamorro people at the Guam Museum. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Carlos, did you want to say anything on behalf of your final organization?
Sure. Well, IT&E really appreciates the opportunity to try to support the communities in which we serve. Basically, the driving force behind all of that is it behooves us to try to stimulate broadband adoption within the communities. And there really is nothing more to explain. We all know that those kind of tools will really better the lives of everyone and really just improve the quality of life on Guam. And we're just happy to be a part of that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ed Cruz is heading our Information and Technology Bureau, a Bureau of Information Technology. We look forward to working with you and with everybody about how do we further that. Gentlemen, would you like to say something?
Sure. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel from One Global Economy. No, I'm sort of new to the room here. We've been working here out in Guam for probably about 2.5 years at this point, but we've always sort of been working behind the scenes. We've been working on a broadband plan for the territory of Guam as part of the National Broadband Map. And sort of the first thing I always say to people when we start, a town hall meeting or any one-on-one meeting is, nobody is going to get broadband as a result of this in the short term. And I'm very happy to say that I was wrong, and that there are going to be some people getting broadband as a result of this project. Really, Colin and I we've written this plan. We're sending it to the Federal Department of Commerce. And then after that, it's probably, we figured it would be 5-10 years before anyone actually ever invested in anything. I think this is a really great testament to what a public-private partnership can do, because while, the federal government may take some time to act, we knew that IT&E is a great friend of the community here, and they were very generous to say, hey, we can step in here and we can provide this connection to the libraries. And so we're very excited that IT&E, the Senator, the Bureau of Statistics and Planning, BIT, the Governor, Lieutenant Governor's Office, all really came together to make this possible. And without any of them, this would have fallen apart. So we're really just, really happy to have that. Sort of on a personal note, this is actually my last day with One Global Economy. I started about 7 years ago, and the first project I worked on was connecting a library in South Africa to the internet, and it's really great to kind of bring it all full circle here. Once again, working to connect libraries to the internet, and I will stop talking because I know you guys are eyeing that food back there and really want to get to eat. So just thanks to everyone. I really appreciate getting to work on this project, and I really appreciate everyone making this more than what it was intended to be. So thank you.
Thank you. And so it's Merizo, it's Barrigada, it's Yona, it's Dededo. And so we are blessed. Thank you so much, Carlos. We appreciate it. And with that, Dan bought us food, so enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you very much.